become.
Oh shit, we got that too. Jesus. Forgot about that. It's one good thing about leaving Polynesia alive. So what are we getting from vassals now? 650. Actually not as much as I thought we would. Basically caught up on tech. Okay, I want to finish this game because we're pretty close, but... let's have another of these. I mean, yeah, Polynesia's already did a bit of damage to England. I suppose we'll just, I think we just start the war now.
Oh, it's you.
Polynesia can do a bit of work. Although, I guess one thing is, can we get the troops across the sea? Surely Polynesia has a better navy than England.
Oh, it's you.
Let's remember to do this as well, because we might as well. Okay, now, yeah, I want these guys as sort of scouts. Tell us where we actually can go on roads and that. Alright, we are starting to get in there a bit though.
Us.
Another scientist. And that is like the final tech we can even do anything with, really. I guess we'll get the others. Oh yeah, you need a fucking military base to actually build those. We're not going to get a free one, so we'll have to just try and build it. It'll give us supply cap as well. Actually, yeah, any of these other buildings supply cap? $7k gold, nice. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, I guess we're not actually using that many roads anymore. Railroads, even. We're going to be just in their territory from now on. Alright, let's see how much we can upgrade here. Right, let's just push forward. I think we can upgrade some of them next turn if we need to in Hastings. Ooh, whoops. Fucking artillery, man. So useless. So sad. They can't, like, get through cities, it seems like. I thought you could use the cities to get through roads, but doesn't seem to be working like that. Oh, they got some riflemen over here, to be fair. I mean, I don't even... They might not even have, like, combustion, particularly. They've got 6 oil, it seems. Okay. Alright. We are a bit oversupplied right now. Don't want all those guys. This is like longest world project ever. Easy. Really? Bruh. Alright, let's go. Sorted. Okay, should be final turn next turn then. Why the fuck did 2 of my caravans die? To what? And how did we lose iron as well? Oh, we got those 2 free units. That was why. Okay. So raising action. Cool. Alright, let's do this. Actually, it's probably going to take maybe 2 turns to take London. Actually, Modern Armour is very strong in it. Maybe not.
All men can.
Oh yeah, nice. I wonder if... yeah, they'll have to vote for us, I suppose. Not going to vote for someone they're at war with. Alright. Time to smash London. Win the game. It's actually close to being blockaded. Alright. We fucking did it, man. Jesus. Only crapped myself slightly in the final part.
The world has been convulsed by war. Many great and powerful civilizations have fallen, but you have survived and emerged victorious. The world will long remember your glorious triumph.
Alright, so... yeah, I mean, obviously we killed quite a lot of the other civs, so they weren't, like, as good as they would have been. Our population is nearly the most. Just in one city. Kind of crazy. Alright, let's watch this lovely replay. This is us down here, Carthage, Brazil, Assyria, Polynesia and England. I mean, I feel like, yeah, we had a very good start. We didn't have to build settlers or anything, so we was building wonders and that. And there was a nice little desert that no one really wanted to settle near us, so... that's kind of why I didn't go authority first, because there wasn't anyone to conquer, like, straight away. Yeah, but people did end up settling around us. I think first war we did was Carthage, once we got the cannons and stuff, and got real close to their capital, but didn't quite make it in time because they got the arsenals and couldn't really get through them. So we switched target to Brazil, took them out instead. And then we did a bit of sort of cleaning up of everyone, eventually did get back into Carthage, and then we were just kind of at war with everyone. Very quick war with Polynesia, but quick but brutal war, man. And we killed quite a few city-states as well, partially just for the yields from raising and partially for the fact that they were all allied with Polynesia. It was making him quite strong. Like, he was pretty far ahead at certain points. Yeah, I mean, once you get tanks, it's kind of crazy how quick the wars go, actually. I think we had land ships here. We started these wars with land ships. And then we upgraded to tanks somewhere around here. And then modern armor right at the end. Yeah, like I said, Polynesia was doing very, very well. And yeah, Carthage was good too, even though we nearly killed him. Like, he was still up there. I guess this was our war with him, but he was still doing alright. Yeah, it's mad how much score we had at the end, just for one city. Oh, we'll have a look at our military might. Yeah, I mean, it never normally ever goes down. I guess we were still like upgrading and buying new units and stuff. Fucking hell. Yeah, tech was quite difficult. And I feel like we were a little bit unfortunate that Carthage was the first person to even go for rifling and build arsenals. If we'd attacked anyone else, I mean, maybe it was because we were at war. I don't know if they might not have done that if we weren't attacking them. But everyone else was like pretty easy target apart from them, and they were the one that we went for. So that was a bit annoying because we could have had a vassal ages ago, and then we would have had really good science per turn just from 25% of their yields. We had a lot of roads. I don't know if that counts. Improvement maintenance. Oh my god. 500 gold on improvement maintenance. Every turn. Well, yeah, so yeah, here was our lovely capital that we had throughout the whole game and nothing else. So yeah, I think we spawned somewhere around here. I can't remember exactly what square it was. I assume it was this one, but maybe this one. And decided to come over here. This is next to a desert, so we could build Petra. And I just didn't want to be like near coast, but not on coast. And being on the coast itself looked a bit crap. So I didn't really want to do that either. So we moved here, and I think we had pretty good squares at the start, although did we? I mean, doesn't look like. I mean, we had the 3 food, but what were we actually working at the start? I don't know, yeah. It's it's not an amazing start for sure. But I believe we did manage to build Stonehenge. I can't exactly remember how, because like I said, this looks like a bit of a crap start. I don't know what we were working. We got some good ruins or something like that. I feel like we must have. But then, yeah, also built Mausoleum and Petra. Like, Mausoleum is super nice in one city challenge if you can get it, because 10% of your yield, that's obviously in your city, that's obviously the only city you have, so that's very good. Petra is good because there is some synergy with trade routes in Timurids. They get like the unique buildings that they get give bonuses to trade routes. And yeah, we've got Terracotta Army as well. Also super useful. +5 supply cap. Definitely some of the wars would have been very difficult without that. And the culture from kills as well. But yeah, I don't think we did that much military stuff. I think we were just sort of chilling and waiting for Renaissance era, but managed to get like Parthenon and I believe University of Sankara as well. So basically all the good tradition stuff. I mean, since we weren't having to build settlers, you can actually get kind of a better tradition start than you normally would. And we got pretty early religion as well. Went for 20% yields in Holy City during Golden Ages. What do we go for first? We go for Mastery first and then Orders. Yeah, Mastery first. We eventually took Orders second, and obviously Symbolism for the Great People. So yeah, like really nice start with all the wonders. I believe I then tried to get Borobudur and didn't, and also missed out on Hagia Sophia as well, which was sort of, I thought if we at least got one of them, then that would kind of guarantee that we'd be able to reform easily. That was touch and go whether we got that. We converted Brazil very quickly and then just about converted Assyria, and they actually helped with their own missionaries because it would have been very difficult with Polynesia having Borobudur and sending his out. I mean, I suppose we could have got it later with a prophet or two, but the fact that we were able to get it nice and early was a pretty big bonus. I went a bit crazy and went for inspired works because we had a lot of great person improvements about, and I felt like science was the main issue we were going to have. I didn't, normally you just go for a Glory of God or Crusader Spirit as well for the combat bonus. Glory of God would have meant we could buy writers. But I basically, my plan was to go rationalism anyway, so we could buy the scientists like that. And I honestly felt like we didn't need that many policies, which I think turned out to be correct, because at this point, there aren't really any other policies that are useful to us. We have all the ones that we need through autocracy. So that definitely worked out quite well. And the rationalism worked out super well as well, because we basically used the free tech that you can get from it, to get into combustion like a lot quicker than we would have otherwise, which meant that the second sort of phase of wars that we had went a lot quicker. But yeah, like I said, I think after I got University of Sankara, I sort of then transitioned over to going for the military stuff. I think I went gunpowder first, because we had to have gunpowder before we could build these, because they get Siege 1. So you want to start promoting from Siege 1 so you can get range. Whereas these guys, we were able to just build knights and upgrade them into them, and they'd get all the bonuses anyway. I really did want Porcelain Tower, but obviously it would be completely opposite to going for these. So I kind of had to just give it up, because I felt like it was better to just start conquering. Otherwise the game would get too late. We'd have to wait for, field guns and maybe even land ships before we could start conquering stuff, and Polynesia was going very quick, so I wanted to kind of start catching up. So yeah, I think we did build a Leaning Tower though, which isn't as good in this game as Porcelain, but it's something. I don't think I built any other wonders. Bastion would have been really nice, but we didn't get it. Like I said, Hagia Sophia, I possibly could have got that if I'd sort of had an engineer ready at the perfect time to build that, and that might have been worth it, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah, we cleaned out some easy Carthage cities. I think his capital was here, and there was a city here, and we were just about to take it, and then he got an arsenal in it. It took us like 4 more turns to get it. And then he got another one in his capital, which we hadn't even started on yet. And he was also bringing in a lot of units, so just had to kind of back off and come back later. Which was a very... I was getting a bit worried then, because, yeah, Polynesia was getting super far ahead and sort of not actually getting a vassal in the first war was pretty bad. But Brazil was a very easy target. He didn't have arsenals, and yeah, had some weak cities here, and then some sort of better defended ones, but I think we got into rifling, and the field guns helped us take them out. And then yeah, we were doing a lot of like science process, trying to get to dynamite and military science as quick as possible. Scholars in Residence managed to get that through, which was very useful, and stop it getting repealed. Another pretty big thing in the game that helped us to get the perfect timing on dynamite, military science, and then the free tech for combustion. And we also got Eiffel Tower and Brandenburg Gate. Brandenburg Gate we definitely needed very badly for the supply cap again. I think basically Polynesia had built so many other wonders that even though he got to the techs like 1 tech ahead, it was so much cheaper for us to build because we hadn't really built any industrial or Renaissance ones. So yeah, we were just able to build them both for him and yeah, start smacking with the landships. Tried to be as quick as possible. I was definitely very worried about Polynesia getting bombers. But I thought we were okay because he didn't really have flight when we started the war. And we actually did have ballistics, so I could have built some anti-aircraft guns and sent them over. But he got flight and then built like 2 bombers in every city so quickly, and they were just smashing our units here. And he had like a massive army that hadn't really been touched. But we literally, like, there was a city here, or something like here. We had to go through the forest in there, it took a little while. And then came in here, started attacking this, realised it wasn't going to happen, and just like skipped over completely into the capital there. And we were losing like 4 tanks every turn, but we had about 20, so we had like just enough to last a few turns, and we took this city in only 2, and then we came up here and took this one in 2 as well. This one was difficult because of the river. We couldn't use the blitz tanks, and we couldn't really get over here because there were so many units. And then England was pretty easy. Yeah, and that was the story of that. Hope you guys enjoyed the series. Oh, 1 city challenge is out of the way. I don't have to do a 1 city challenge for a while. I fucking hate 1 city challenges, man. Not being able to send internal trade routes. Not being able to build world projects. Not being able to settle good defensive locations, having no supply cap. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. But it was obviously we were getting the bonuses from raising, so it was fairly reasonable. Not being able to conquer wonders as well is annoying, but yeah. What did we end up with? Plus 235, I believe. Yields from raised citizens. So we raised 470 pop in the end. Pretty cool. Yeah, I guess we had like all of the religious buildings as well, because we could capture buildings. I think I built too many buildings in like the mid game, because once we started conquering, we conquered all the buildings that I'd kind of wasted a bit of time building. Should have just sort of gone straight for units or processes. But yeah, like did do a fair amount of processing anyway. And I mean, there is sort of another way of playing this where you go military early, but I feel like with that you need to go for like a combo rush and try and conquer some cities in classical era. And it's just a lot more like sketchy to try and pull it off, because if it goes badly you can end up in a very bad spot compared to tradition. But then again, with tradition, if you don't get University of Sankor, it's pretty rough as well. I feel like Timurids is a reasonable civ. The cannons are obviously like really good for a moment, but they don't really, and they do keep range, I guess. And the horses are like alright, but yeah, I don't know. It didn't feel like as good as some other civs. I guess there's nothing, you don't really get any bonuses for a while, which is a bit of a problem. Like the first, yes, you kind of get this, but it's not really that great. Just a slightly better village, and then these are all right once you get here. And yeah, I reckon Michael was right about needing more supply cap on 1C challenges. It's just, it ain't fun. And I still think that the best way to do it would be another works project, like a military works or something, where you could basically, every time you built it, it would increase your supply by 2 or something. And maybe it could increase your defense by 1 or something like that. Whatever else to do. Because there's a lot of like time where you're just doing processes in 1C challenge that you definitely would want to build that, but it probably wouldn't make much of a difference to like normal games, but it would be a nice option to have. Alright, I believe that is all I have to say. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Next thing, so I reckon I need to get onto the new patch, which has got the nice spy changes. Very much looking forward to that, and a couple of other quality of life things, because spies were relatively useless in this game. And now you can actually see like how much experience each mission gives you, and it gives you a set amount instead of being random, which these ones are random whether they actually level up or not, which is silly. Although some of the missions are 100%, I think, so yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably just do some random streams where I just play like random civ. We just sort of play the early game, probably won't play it through. Have a bit of fun with that. Obviously, the late game is not as fun, so yeah. It'd be good to just play some early games, see what happens, try out some different civs. We've pretty much played all of them, so I can't be bothered to keep choosing. But the next I think the next series, proper series, will probably be Portugal, and I have a special map planned for that, which you may be able to guess what that is, but need to do a little bit of tweaking on it. And yeah, it's gonna be Portugal on a cool map, hopefully, and maybe we can do some colonial stuff. But yeah, have a nice weekend, everyone. Probably next stream will be at some point in next week, some evening. Yeah. So until then, all have a nice time, and thank you all for watching.